Hey guys, my name is Anna. I hope you're doing well, and in this video I wanted to share how I take outfit pictures, street style pictures outside on my own. So let's get started. You guys know that I'm an art history student and I'm also a content creator, and this year especially, since I've been living abroad, I found myself in the situation where I have to create content and I have to go outside and take pictures, but here, when I've just moved in, I didn't have any friends, didn't have many friends in my university yet, so I had to create content, but I didn't have anyone who I could ask for help and say oh, could you please take this picture of me or something, or could you please film this video, or help me with my content. So I decided to take the matter into my own hands, and guess who became my best friend? My tripod. So in Madrid, I would usually ask my mom or my friends to help me out with the whole content creation process, especially when it's outside or when it's like a crowded street and you don't want to go out with a tripod. But since I've started taking content creation seriously, I perceive it as my job, and I understand that you could ask for help, like if it's your friend, oh, could you please help me, but it's not their main duty, and I want to respect our time, and I want to spend more time as friends, being friends, doing stuff that we're both interested in, and not making them take pictures of me. And if it's just one or two, I understand that it's not a very big deal, so you could just ask your friends. But then when you start creating content for Instagram or for TikTok and you become this perfectionist and you want everything to look beautiful, and then your friend takes this picture that you don't really like and you just keep saying, oh, could you please take it a little differently, oh, could you please, and then you spend half an hour taking pictures or doing stuff that is actually it's your job, but it's not their job because they might have another job. They're not content creators or they're not photographers. So that's one of the things why I didn't want to be asking everyone oh, could you please take this picture. So the tripod that I have is actually the one that my camera is standing on right now. If I'm not mistaken, it's 185 centimeters long. So when I was choosing it, I initially bought it for YouTube, and I usually sit on a chair when I film videos, but I also wanted it to be longer because again, street style, or when you want to film a standing talking video, I also wanted to be able to stretch it more. The only situation where I disliked the fact that this tripod was very light was when I went out here in Stockholm. I went out, it was winter and it was very windy, so the wind blew and my tripod fell down with my phone and I had a shattered screen. But generally I'm really happy that it's this lightweight because I can carry it around in the city and take it with me, and it's not very heavy. So when it comes to the main thing, so the thing that actually takes your pictures, you could use either your camera or your phone. And as you guys know, you don't actually need an expensive camera to take good pictures for Instagram. You could use your phone, and that's what I've been doing. So initially I tried taking pictures with my camera, and it was in Madrid last year, and I went out and I've used this app. It's called Camera Connect. It's by Canon. So I connected my camera and my phone, and I could see what was going on my phone, so I could take pictures with my phone without touching my camera. And on the one hand, it's good because you can actually see what's going on in the frame, if you are in the center or if you are not. But on the other hand, you could only take pictures hiding your phone. So you could either hide your phone with your hands down, or you could either be like this, pose with your phone because you take pictures with your phone on your camera. So that's why here in Stockholm, instead of using the camera, I've started using my phone, and I bought this additional piece of equipment. I bought it at Mediamarkt. So it's this grip by Manfrotto, and it was around 10 euros. So it has this hole for the screw that the tripod has, and you screw this piece into the tripod. You set your phone like this. When it comes to the weather, it's also a crucial thing to take into account before going out and taking pictures. Here in Sweden, winter was so cold and it was quite difficult to take pictures outside. Many times I've noticed that my hands were so already freezing, and on the one hand I was oh my god, I have to finish because if not I'm gonna literally freeze. But on the other hand I was I already came here and I took these takes, and I need to take more takes because like, since we're already here, why not take more photos? So that was my logic, like torn between two things. And yeah, when it was very windy or snowy or rainy, I just wouldn't go out. And that was one of the main disadvantages, because like you might get inspired that day and you feel like, oh my god, I have to do my makeup and I'm feeling like this floral vibe or something, I don't know. Like you just want to go out and be creative and take pictures, but then the weather is like, nope, not today. So now I'm actually so happy that it's finally springtime and I'm able to go out and take many more pictures and create more content for Instagram and for TikTok, which, by the way, if you guys don't follow me, consider following me on both platforms. I'm very active there. The sun is also crucial because sun creates good light and light creates good quality photography. So it's also important to look at the forecast, and besides snow, wind, and all of the other weather types, you have to look at when it's actually going to be sunny. Here in Stockholm, the architecture is so beautiful, and you plan an outfit, you plan the location, and you think, oh, I'm going to go to this place. But then you actually go there and the light doesn't fall to the correct side of the building, and it's like everything is in the shadow, so you're unable to take pictures there. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention is the clicker, because I've seen some videos of people taking pictures outside and they put their phone and use the clicker, but you also have to try and hide it. Even though it's smaller than the phone, you still have to pose with your hand behind your back or like, so that's why I prefer to use the timer instead of the clicker. I'm not a huge fan of the clicker. So the app that I use is called Lens Buddy. It's free, so that's a good thing. And you can change the camera mode, you can take instant pictures or set a timer, and it has different timer delays. So in my case, it's 5 seconds. Since the quality of the back camera is obviously better than the selfie camera, I put my phone like this, so as if someone was taking pictures of me instead of the screen facing me, because the quality is not going to be as good, especially if it's like a full height picture. And yeah, the main disadvantage of this method is the fact that you actually can't see what you're taking pictures of, so it's kind of like intuitive. Now I've noticed that my intuition has been getting better, and I know that I have to stand in this exact spot looking at the camera, but sometimes you feel like you're standing in the middle, like you're centered, but then you go back and see the pictures and you're like in this angle and you can't see like your right arm, and you have to go back and take the pictures again. So what I like to do is I take a little thing that's on the floor, so for example like a little rock or like stone or something that's there, I take it and I put it in the place where I will be standing. So I take some test pictures, and then if I like where I'm actually standing, I go back, switch my outfit, like take my jacket off and go back and take some outfit pictures, and I know that I can pose confidently because I'm actually centered. And I have hundreds of pictures where my pose looks great, the hair, everything is great, but then I'm not centered. So I would say that this is the main disadvantage of this method. And many people also wonder, like, how am I supposed to take pictures on the street when there are people, when there are pedestrians walking? So the philosophy that I like to use is, like, think about yourself. When you see something unusual on the street, you see someone taking pictures or something that's not, not very usual, you think about that for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or until the next day, but then you forget about it. That's the main thing, like no one is thinking about you. People might look at you weirdly or like say some comment, but in my experience I haven't had negative comments, just in Madrid one time, like it was security guy that came and said that, oh, you can't take pictures here, but no one has died, everything is fine. I said, oh, okay, I took my stuff and I left. In my experience, I would say that people are more curious about what you're doing instead of being like negative and saying bad comments. They just either don't care or say like, oh my god, I love your outfit, and it brightens your day and it makes you smile more and the pictures look better. And a few weeks ago I was taking pictures next to this gorgeous house that I really love. I really like the walls and the architecture and also the light, so I just stood there and I started taking pictures. And then the owner of this house, he was passing by and he said, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just taking pictures." And yeah, so it was like a normal conversation, and he wished me luck and said, "Oh, this is actually my house." And I said, "Great, so I really like the architecture." He's like, "Yeah." So we just had this normal conversation and it was okay. The main advice that I could give you is be confident, and like, you have to do it, because if you have decided that you are a content creator, the main goal that you have is to take pictures, create content, film videos. You don't have to worry about what other pedestrians will say. And it's people that you're probably never gonna see again in your life. And if you do, it's normal because you're doing your job. So that's the main philosophy behind this whole thing. And when it comes to location, I usually take pictures of the places that I see around the city when I'm walking and when I'm not taking pictures. So on a regular day, you see this place, you take a picture, or you tag the spot on maps, and then later you will be able to return to the same spot. I also don't like to take pictures on the main street, because in order to have a good picture, you need to have some space between the tripod and you. So it's not very comfy to be posing when there are people walking in between the camera and you. So I like to go to maybe like a place that's more quiet and there aren't many people passing by. There's one street here in Stockholm where I swear to God, everyone and their mother has a picture there. I don't know why, maybe because of the architecture, maybe because of its location, it's like in the city center, but everyone has a picture there, myself included, so yeah. And I would say that it's also important to plan the outfit and the location, because sometimes if you wear something more elegant and something more classic, for example, a brick background wouldn't look as great, whereas if you're wearing a Y2K like badass outfit, a brick background would look better. Same thing with colors, so if you're wearing a red coat or a red dress, a red background wouldn't look great because you would look camouflaged in the outfit. I would say that it's more pleasant to take pictures when it's warm outside and when you're not freezing to death. But on the other hand, I was like, okay, so it never snows in Madrid. I have to take advantage of the fact that it actually snows. So I said to myself, okay, let's plan an outfit that would look great in the snow. So before the snow melted and right after Paris Fashion Week, I decided to take pictures inspired on Balenciaga's latest fashion show. And I went to the city center where they had this huge mountain of snow. I don't know why everywhere else in the city the snow has melted, but there it was standing like in this huge mountain. So I was like, okay, let's go there and take pictures. So that's what I did, and I posed in the snow. And yeah, here is the result of the pictures that I took. And sometimes you are inspired by an outfit and you think, oh, I have this outfit, I have to plan a location. But other times you see a location and you think, oh my god, I have to take pictures here. And it's such a good thing when you can combine a good location, a good light, and a good outfit, and everything looks perfect and the pictures are just mwah, just perfect. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys liked this video and I hope these tips were useful. If you guys like this video and want to see more content, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my TikTok. I'm very active on every social media platform. So yeah, I'm wishing you a lot of creativity, inspiration, and good luck. And I hope your pictures turn out great. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.